Hey, bro, it's about that time. Finally, bro. Finally. My goodness, dude. All right, they dropped the 2K20 trailer, so I'm hyped to see what it turns out like. So let's go ahead and watch it, and we'll talk about some of the information too as well that has been getting talked about, through Community Day, all that different type of stuff. So let's see this thing talk about. The graphics look good. Oh, he took a scholarship. Okay. Mark Cuban. Summer League. Ring. Okay. Interesting. That's interesting. All right, so from what I'm getting from this, it seems that they are taking a route of. It seems that they are taking a route of. But yeah, what I'm getting from this, it seems that they're taking a route of like a justice type of ordeal, or it seems like having a voice outside of basketball is kind of the ordeal that happened with LeBron James last year. I think that's probably why they featured him in this. Because somebody told him to shut up and play basketball, but this player seems to be exemplifying the character that, doing what's right or doing, doing something that's beneficial is bigger than just playing basketball. So I guess in my career story is that his friend's contract is taken away. He's supposedly the leader, or pretty good player. So it don't look like you're working yourself up from the bottom, really. But I think that he probably didn't get drafted, or he may have just dropped out from getting recruited, or something may have happened to where he has to work his way through the NBA through another alternative, probably the summer league, because you did see that they had the summer league up there, and they showed different coaches, different type of stuff, and he was playing like street ball, like tournaments and stuff like that. I don't know if actual NBA draftees do that, but I'm pretty sure he probably wasn't drafted based off of what I'm seeing. So, I mean, they got some pretty good actors in here, man. Idris Elba is a beast of an actor, so that is a good person to have. They have LeBron James in the game, which is huge, because everybody likes LeBron. And Scottie Pippen in the game, as you can see. But man, this actually looks very good, very promising. Graphics look nice as usual. It's not so much better they can get with the graphics, but I mean, for the most part, it looks very good. I mean, I'm not really too impressed with the MyCareer trailer because I don't really care about the storyline. Because I mean, when they had skippable ads, I skipped them. I kind of when it came to the prelude, I kind of went through it, but when it came to I mean, because I think you had to, I can't fully remember, but when it came to the actual game, I mean, I made a ton of players and I just skipped the prelude and story and stuff altogether, which is not necessarily bad, but I think that the MyCareers kind of give people just an extra storyline on top of playing the game. But if you guys don't know, in 2K Community Day, there were things that were coming out that was showing people the Myplayer Builder, and showing people building their own MyPlayer and whatever. And man, I just can't stop thinking about this thing. I feel like it's going to be so fire. And my boys know this, people I play with. I have been asking for 2K to allow us an allotment of skill points that we may choose our own attributes. I've been asking for this for years, probably since like 2K17, because it's not. I mean, it's easy to choose your own attributes, but if they give you caps, you still can't make the type of player that you want to make, because they don't allow that level of flexibility. And I believe that this year that they allowed you to have as much as reasonably possible, as much flexibility to set your caps to wherever you desire or whatever you deem to be the best caps to set them at. And in my honest opinion, that is the best way to do it. Because when I used to create a player and he used to come out with, I created a lot of post scoring shot creating builds, and I create them like in the lower tier type of range. But when you create that type of player, the issue that you run into sometimes that your shot creating may be 90, but your post scoring may be like 83, 85, depending on what you have. Because I did make a lot of playmaking post scores at the point guard position and the slashing post score, but they put all my post scoring like 75, 77, which, to be honest with you, you can't really use that. I mean, it's good, but you might as well have made a pure archetype. And I found a way around to use it, but it's not as proficient as it could be, because if it was up to me, I would have took my layup down. Instead of having it at 96, I would have put it at 90, and then take those extra other 6 points and then allocate them to my post scoring or to my dribbling. So I think that they did an awesome job by allowing people to not only select their badges, but allowing people to select their what type of player that they want to have. And in order for 2K to truly innovate and be innovative to no other game can really just match up to and catch them, you have to have flexibility in character creation. I mean, there's no other way around it. I don't even know if they did this, but one of the things I was saying that they should do is what they did with the dribbling. They took off all of the set animations and they gave you specific animations, and you be able to use those animations up to your discretion, but you have to learn each part, crossover, all that type of stuff. With dribbling is different now. But one thing I had always opted for, and I hope that they did this, is that they separate layups and Euro steps, because layups, Euro steps, and floaters, they need to be separated. Not everybody that is great at making layups is great at doing Euros, or not everybody who's great at doing Euros is great at floaters. And they kind of, put slashes into this whole box. And there are some shooters who are really, really good at Euro steps, but they can't attack the basket with contact layups and stuff like that. And even vice versa, there are some players that almost all they do is floaters, but they're not good at attacking the basket with contact and doing little Euro moves and stuff, but they can float it in there, do runners, floaters, and all that stuff. And I always felt that they should not only separate the attributes, but separate the animation. Now, we already seen the animations. I think that they have the same thing up there, but because close shot and layup usually encompasses all of those things. But I hope that they have different packages to where you can choose your own, because I always wanted to use, for example, I like long athletes layup, or LeBron's layup, but I mostly like long athletes layup. But I always wanted to use long athletes layup alongside an athletic small floater or Steph Curry's floater, and alongside James Harden's Euro. And if you can have all three of those selections at your discretion, you can make a beast of a build with your own thought in mind. It can't be replicated. But of course, like we've seen the past couple years, everything could be replicated and everything could be redone. People was copying people builds verbatim, and it doesn't make your player unique when even down to your moves. it's very unique within itself. It's kind of like with the shot, the jump shot creator. The jump shot creator, it doesn't have it to where it used to be in the past where you choose a set jump shot. It actually has it to where you choose the release, the upper release, release one, release two, and you choose the set shot, which is the base, which that diversifies your jumper. Even if you tweak the numbers by 5 or 10 digits with somebody with the same jumper, your jumper would just look, majority of the time, it would look and feel different. And I believe that they should do that with all of the animations in the game. And of course, in the future, you should even do it as to where people can choose like certain type of movements that they have within their body, because they did put in run styles and stuff, which is really, really good. And I like how what I saw from the speed engine and how they kind of changed and tweaked that. Instead of you running one constant speed, you have takeoff, start, stops, all that type of stuff. That stuff actually matters in actual basketball. And another thing too as well that I hope that they did, and I think that they did because I saw it from a tweet with Mike Wing who was talking about ball control. I believe that they separated speed with ball and ball control, which is what they should have did, because speed with ball and ball control are in the NBA are never synonymous. There are some players that run extremely fast with the ball. I mean, their speed with ball is almost the same as their normal speed, but their ball control may not be that great. They may have very low ball control. They don't have these crazy handles, all this different type of stuff, but they got some takeoff. It's like somebody like Giannis. Giannis, his ball control will probably be like 77, 78, but his speed with ball would be probably like a 90. Because, I mean, when he's running with the ball and he take off court, nobody's really catching him. But I don't believe he's going to be doing all of these, Kyrie type of dribbles. So those two attributes have to be separated in this new 2K, and I hope that they are. So we'll see in the demo. I like what I saw from the MyPlayer Builder, man. It was just beautiful. So we'll see in the demo, and my hope is that they truly not only innovated the game when it comes to gameplay, but also innovated the game much more when it comes to our selection. It seems like they did that. So, hey, I'm hyped, bro. And I got a secret for y'all, man. People don't know how I'm going to actually be playing. I have my boys that I run with, but I hope that they allow 3 more players in Pro-Am, because I mean, y'all probably see it when I get it. I don't want to say anything right now because I don't want 2K to start trying to target me, but I got some cool stuff in store with what I'm planning to do, and it's gonna be pretty fire and entertaining. So, hey, that's it. That's all that I have for y'all, man. I hope that y'all enjoy. Make sure y'all tune in for the next video. Dolphins all day, of course, but make sure y'all tune in for the next video. And it's your boy Turd Juggler. We out.